Yeah, who am I speaking to, please?
Operator 1813.
Okay, Operator 1813, this Panama City Police Department?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Operator 1813. I was trying to report to the Panama City Police Department a super loud car stereo, a long SUV, had flags on the vehicle, which I know is a common tactic that's used for drug dealers for signaling to let them know that they're in the area. And it's been over a half an hour that I tried to see as of September 19, 2015, of where I tried to get something done about this punk who first came down from east to west on 15th Street and then came back around from 15th Street near Michigan Avenue and then turned around and came back up. And I tried to report him and I get all kinds of delays. Now I'd like to know the reason why I can't live in my home in peace. I want him arrested.
To just irritate everybody. You don't want to help.
You tell me.
I'm offering to come down there and you and I together will sit in the parking lot.
No, we're not going to sit. No, I don't trust you.
But you don't want to do
I don't trust you as far as I could throw you. How much money are you getting paid to look the other way? How much money are you getting paid? How much money are you getting paid? How much are you getting paid to look the other way? I want to know something. You terrorize homeless people. Yeah. But you won't go after these American terrorists under 876 in the Florida statutes?
I don't have to answer any questions.
Oh, really? Why not? Are you afraid? Do you got something to hide?
That is fine.
So what, miss? All I'm trying to do is I'm trying to live in my home in peace. I would want that for you. Okay? I want it to where, and what gets to me, they drive real close to each other tailgating. Okay, they drive dangerously side by side, but the cops are too busy busting homeless people, beating the bushes looking for homeless people quietly drinking a beer.
Okay, well, I can't do anything for you on my end. I can have somebody call you.
You can have the sheriff's department. You can have Frank McKeithen under 3015 of the Florida statutes. You can even have you can deputize citizens. That's under 3015 of Florida statutes. So, miss, all I'm trying to do is even our Constitution, miss, Article 2, Section 7 of the Florida Constitution says unnecessary noise will not be tolerated.
Okay, so
all public servants, they swear an oath under 876 of the Florida statutes. And I wish I didn't have to call you. But I want them cops arrested. I want the Panama City cops.
Either you can give me your phone number, let me call you, or I'm going to disconnect.
Well, let me ask you something. Am I supposed to take the sheriff's department by the hand? They don't know any kind of Captain Ricky Ramey. He don't know any undercover techniques. Frank McKeithen don't know undercover techniques. Yes, Drew. I just want to let you know, I was woken up out of my sleep. I was woken up out of a sound sleep around 5:52, September 4th, 2015. I'm trying to figure out, why are these vehicles allowed to violate thousands of people of their rights to live in peace? Why is that, Drew? He's probably down by the Hathaway Bridge now, this super loud car stereo. That was...
I'll send a unit out there, and they're looking for the vehicle now.
That was going... Drew, I don't understand this. I hope you don't have to hear...
I'm disconnected now.
I believe that there is a huge criminal conspiracy that's going on. And when they say it's a local issue, that's a code word for I fucking don't give a shit. I have called the fucking Florida Department of Law Enforcement tried contacting Richard Swearington. I have tried calling the Florida Governor's Office. I've tried calling the Florida Highway Patrol. I've tried calling the Bay County Sheriff's Department. I've tried calling the Panama City Idiot Fucking Clown Department too. And it seems to me, right now, as of 2015, September 2015, September 19, 2015, we're under full-scale attack in America right now. These fucking American enemy motherfuckers have been terrorizing innocent people in their homes, in their cars, for a good 30 years. Who fucking allowed it? And the general citizens have been put under entrapment. That's 777-201 the Florida statutes. I tried my damnedest to help out Michael Dunn, who was probably a very law-abiding citizen, who was an airplane pilot, who owned a software developing company, I think it was called Dun & Dun Software, had probably more brains than I could ever think of in my whole life. He went to Jacksonville. In 1 minute's time, his life was changed forever. He had to defend himself against a boom car punk motherfucker in Jacksonville. He was at the Gate gas station in Jacksonville. And he asked this boom car punk motherfucker, from what I understand, it was shaking the whole fucking place. But he asked this motherfucker, it was a red car, to turn down the stereo. It was hurting his ears. Which is Section 784 of the Florida statutes, which is felony battery. So what did this punk do? It hurt his feelings, so he turned it up. Like he was torturing a fucking animal in a cage. Rob Shinova, from what I understand, Jacksonville Sheriff's Department, the one that put charges on Michael Dunn, I contacted Corey Strolla, who was a so-called attorney, defense attorney for Michael Dunn. I gave him so many ways that Michael Dunn could have walked. Number one, Michael Dunn was under general citizen cop entrapment. That's 777-201 the Florida statutes. The Florida Constitution, Article 2, Section 7 of the Florida Constitution says, unnecessary noise will not be tolerated. And then we got where it's the duty of the Sheriff's Department under 3015 of the Florida statutes to arrest these motherfuckers. They can take away their vehicles permanently under 932 contraband. It's actually, when the concussion of the speakers goes through somebody's car or in their home, that's called 81002 of the Florida statutes. That right there is called breaking and entering into an occupied dwelling, is a 15-year prison sentence. These motherfuckers put ambulance and fire department people in danger. That right there is a felony under 80610 of the Florida statutes. The cops right now, dispatchers, they can go to jail 10 years, $10,000 fine, start off the bat. United States Code, Title 18, 241, 242. The cops and dispatchers, they can go to jail for a long time under 895 of the Florida statutes. That's called cop racketeering, government racketeering. And the boom cars, they right there, they're American enemies under the definition of Florida Statute 876. All public servants swear an oath under 876 of the Florida statutes. When the dispatcher lied to me, that bitch was under 837 of the Florida statute, which is perjury. And she was also under 838 of the Florida statutes, which is conspiracy. No. The motherfucking cops. Now, I want to let you know something. We need cops. As tormented and frustrated as I am, they're actually under a hate crime. They know I'm being tormented. But you see, the thing is this is, how many millions of Americans have heard them and they don't do anything? We need cops. Daggone it. I'll never know how many times the cops have indirectly protected me, getting dangerous people off the streets. But at the same time, they don't do anything about taking violent shows off TV. They don't do anything about taking off these soaps that teach kids that there's never a happy moment and conflict is the only way of life. And then they take and they have violent movies on TV and stuff like that, and the movies and everything like that. They've allowed this sick fucking game called Grand Theft Auto. Yeah. And I secretly believe, secretly, the prison system, the cops, they secretly support the violence. Who else profits off the fucking violence besides the cops? Sure ain't the fucking victims. So, my heart goes out to the many cops out there that are being slapped in the face, that are trying to do a good job. And yet, they've got this thin wall of blue protection of corruption in the cops that makes it to where if they even tried to make a difference, they'd be retaliated against. It would be a slowdown in an emergency. Sorry, man, I wish I could have gotten to you in time. Ha, ha, ha. So, we need cops. But the cops right now that are aiding and abetting these, there's something called willful blindness. And I tried my damnedest. June 15, 2015, I tried my damnedest to drag Sergeant Stryker into fucking court. And I told him right over the phone, the judge saved his ass. And I got a fucking paper on my door. It's called the Oath of Arrest and Prosecution. I want that motherfucker to sign. And I want to get it to where every American has one on their door and in their car.